Hey, look, my pickup's still on daylight savings time. I'm not. It's 20 minutes to 8. I didn't show you anything on my way to town. It was still dark and quite a bit foggier, actually. Went in and got that piece for the auger. Then, usually if Tom's not busy, we sit there and BS for a while, which we did. BS'd up until about the time everybody showed up to go to work in the other shop there, and he had to take care of some things for them, so I is on my way home now. And I figure it's going to get foggier up here. There's some pretty nasty spots between here and home, or at least there was when I come in. But I'd just show you what our day's starting out. Just a wee bit foggy. It's supposed to rain. We got 80% chance of rain today, but we'll see what happens. Because generally, there's a unwanted sign and another one next to it. Shame to even think that anybody around in this area would have those, but right up here there's two places, one on each side of the road. I don't know the one on the one side of the road, but the other one I know the lady, and she's a very, very nice lady. Literally the salt of the earth. She would do anything for anyone. She lives in the middle of farm country. Has a farm. I mean, they used to raise some sheep. I don't know if they still do or if she's all retired now. And all their signs are gone today. That's interesting. They've been up for at least a month. So maybe she had a change of plan. I don't think anybody stole them. I don't know of anybody around here that's stupid to steal anybody's signs. Because generally, if you do, somebody's going to catch you, especially right back there, because this road gets a lot of traffic. And they do have, I'd show you, they do have quite a few sheep out there yet. I wasn't sure if they still had them or not. So, anyway, we'll see what all the day brings. I don't remember half of what I had planned yesterday that we didn't get done yesterday. I'm sure I'll figure more out. I do need to get a tractor moved home, and it's supposed to rain, give me time to get some things ready so we can maybe start to plant at some point. Although, yeah, I guess we're supposed to have rain all week, and then it sounds like next week's supposed to be nice. See what happens. They're saying, yeah, it's an 80% chance of rain today, and I think tomorrow's about the same, but they expect us to get rain. It's just not going to be very much. Sounds like later in the week we're going to get more, and hopefully it doesn't screw things up too bad. Because we do got to get something planted. Of course, if it's raining, it's kind of hard to clean seed because we got to do all that outside. So, anyway, it's probably enough of the road trip for you. You've probably seen enough that you can't see very far of. Trump 2020 says right there on the sign. Oh, anyway, hey, if you don't vote, don't complain. If you did vote, you're like me, well, I hope we don't have to complain. I don't see things being very pretty in the country if things don't go the right way. I can see it getting really ugly really fast. There's another one of those signs. Ew. I'm not sure why anybody would think that a known pedophile should be in power. And I'm not sure why everybody thinks the other one's African American, however you want to say it, because she ain't got none of either of them in her. But she's going to get their votes because they think she is. I don't know. A lot of things don't make sense to me. Partway there. That piece is loose. Now cut a little bit of this crap off of here and lay the other piece in, make sure everything's up where it belongs, and put some hot glue on it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, complain about the way the welds look. You do it overhead.
Or don't do it overhead. Yeah, I left the dingle ball there just so people to look at. A couple of spots. Mild steel, hard stuff. Hard stuff. Had a lot of splatter going because of the hard stuff, and you know, a little grease, dirt, whatever, a little rust in it. I did not weld that spot on each side for a reason, because I figured crap's going to get over the top in there anyway, and that lets at least some of it get out. At least the moisture might get out. But this shouldn't get anything over the top of it. It's down tight, welded on both sides. Now to straighten up the rest of it and put it back on. Okay, there it is. Just one hole. The other hole will come in later. That piece right there is so light it's not even funny. She's finishing wiping it down with some brake clean so it'll hold some paint. End caps on. Idler bushing straightened back up where it goes. And yeah, I guess shit about the rest of it. New piece is what needs it. I don't want it rusting out, at least not today. One of these days I'll teach her how to paint.
Whatever, at least it's getting painted.
Yeah, she needs to go down the main tube a little more there and get where I buff the paint off. That's better. She's learning. We'll learn her yet, right?
I can paint other stuff, it's not this.
She needs to point that thing up to get into those welds good there. Then we'll see how many drips we get on the floor later.
Shut up, you've done it before.
And she's got a raw edge too. I can't believe she hadn't got that yet. All the way up to this end.
No, I don't want to finish it.
Oh.
Thanks.
Well, you put one coat on at a time. Get the whole thing coated and go back over it.
I'm going to spray you.
She better not. Well, there it is. Painted. It's wiggling. Ron was here. He's walking back to his pickup. He just snuck under it outside. Pulled the tarp down to hold the gap. It's like, yeah, I'm going to leave it right there tonight. I'm not going to screw around trying to get it turned around and shoved underneath in the other barn because I don't want the fresh paint getting rained on yet. Nice and straight there, huh? Tough. That's the way it's going to be. Went to start putting stuff together, and that piece is ready to go on. It's good enough. It ain't the best. But it bolts on with the same bolts that this does. Here's where I recalled having an issue. There's a bolt hole there, and a bunch of holes there, and there's a bolt hole there, and there's a bolt hole there, and shit, there's no bolt hole. And I got some thin strips over here. Just gonna clean that up, poke some holes in them, and weld it on there, and patch it up that way. But I just don't really feel like doing that tonight. So tomorrow I will go ahead and do that, and it'll be done, and it'll be the hell out of here. And I guess maybe I already missed everything they're talking about on the news. You know, you guys on the East Coast, you've already been told how your state's voted. We get to hear that too. It's like, well, why don't they do it like they used to do it? They used to wait till everybody was done counting and then tell everybody. Of course, you didn't used to have riots whenever somebody was going to get elected either. I don't even want to know what the hell's going on in Portland. All I know is somehow our governor, after 160 or 180 days of riots in Portland, she pulled her head out of her ass and she called up the National Guard and put them on standby and got the county and Portland police to work together to protect people. And I don't know, there's all kinds of businesses that have boarded themselves up, and I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, it's only been the last few years this kind of crap's gone on. I know a way to solve that, but people frown about that. All you need is one or two people that are a good shot from a distance. You know, it's like they say, if you want to get rid of crows, pop one, leave them laying in the garden. The others won't be there anymore. Kind of the same way with a lot of things. So anyway, finish that tomorrow, and I suppose probably should think about changing a couple light bulbs. Oh, you can't see it. There's 3 bulbs in these lights. There's 2 ballasts, one for the main 2 bulbs. The way it is in here, it's the center one and the left one, the way you're looking on all of them, that are on one ballast, and the other one's on a different ballast. If I can get it in the right spot, you might be able to kind of see, but I can't. The bulb on the single ballast is just a touch dimmer than the other 2. And yesterday, when the heat was out of juice in here, we had the left bulb there was out and the center bulb was still going, but yesterday morning the center bulb was having a hard time starting. Guess what? It's toast. So, yeah, I got one on that one to change, one on that one, 2 on that one. The others look good. Get that thing out of here and the elevator will get right here to them. Whole lot nicer than trying to stand on top of a ladder. All right, that's enough. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you all got out and voted. And I hope you didn't do like the idiot they've been showing on the news here that tried to sell his freaking ballot. I didn't know it wasn't okay to do that. Oh, Jesus. I mean, if you're that stupid, you shouldn't vote anyway. You shouldn't have gotten a ballot, but my opinion. So hopefully we get the right person in, and hopefully we don't get screwed. I guess that's it. Night, everybody.